Babies are born to breastfeed, and most babies breastfeed naturally. Most women breastfeed successfully given the right support and instruction. Start by making sure you're comfortable.
It's important for a mother to be comfortable when she's breastfeeding because she's going to be spending about 8 to 12 times a day feeding, maybe for half an hour. We want her to be relaxed, a comfortable chair, lying down, pillow, and maybe some music that would be pleasing for her. Her neck, that's right, good support there.
Knowing your baby's cues is also important for successful breastfeeding. Babies tell you when they're getting ready for food. This is baby Marshall. He's still asleep, but you can see that his eyes are moving. This is a sign that he's beginning to wake up and will soon be ready to eat. Slowly, as he wakes up, he becomes more alert, quietly taking in the world around him. This is called the quiet alert stage and is another cue that says he's going to want to eat soon. Marshall is getting a little more active now. He's realizing he's hungry. He tells us by moving his head, trying to get his hands into his mouth, hiccuping, pushing his tongue out. Marshall is giving his mother cues that say, "Feed me."
Often, too, we will start to see babies in the early light sleep phase. They'll have the rapid eye movement. Their eyes will be moving back and forth underneath their eyelids. This is a good time to start to wake them up. We want to have the babies in the quiet alert stage where they're looking around. They still may have their fingers coming to their mouth, but they're comfortable. They're not crying. If they go on to cry, we've missed their cues or we haven't been there ready enough to get them to the breast. Crying's a late stage.
Baby Ina is wide awake. She's opening her mouth, turning her head, searching and rooting around for food. She's trying to get her hands into her mouth, hoping that they're food. Those pursed lips say, "Get me something to eat." Don't be fooled when she falls back asleep. It's exhausting work, getting hungry and looking for food. She's counting on her cues being understood before she gets the energy to wake up again and is so hungry she starts to cry in frustration.
The cues for readiness, we usually refer to rooting and mouthing movements. The baby may bring their hands into their mouth, their fingers, they may be sucking on them, bringing them back and forth. They may just be doing some mouthing movements, almost looking as if they're catching flies, moving their mouth around. They'll be licking their lips, encouraging their tongue to come out. And those are the kinds of things we want to see before the baby is ready to feed, ready to start to go to the breast. Are you comfortable?
Proper position is important for successful breastfeeding.
That's right. You can just bring this arm down around here. Okay. For your first feed, your baby's going to come out, and one of the best positions to use initially is the cross cradle. Your baby's going to be positioned on his side. You're going to have your ear, baby's shoulder, and his hips all in alignment. You're going to take this hand and across the shoulder blades, put your hand up behind the baby's ears. This elbow here can hold the baby's bottom in nice and close to your chest. Your hand is going to be well back, supporting on the breast and away from the areola. You can tickle the baby's nose to the breast. And as the baby opens a nice big mouth, then you bring the baby to the breast. You may need to have a pillow here for support. And after the baby is latched well with a wide mouth, you can bring this arm around for comfort.
Properly latching your baby onto your breast ensures a satisfying and enjoyable experience for both of you.
When your baby is properly latched, you'll notice your baby will have a wide mouth. You'll often see maybe a little bit of the breast milk in the corner of his or her mouth. The baby will be having good jaw movement, and you'll see movement right up into the temples. If the baby is suckling well, you'll be hearing a swallowing with it. You'll see the baby suck, and then swallow. So the swallowing is very important. You may have the baby do some cluster feeds where the baby will wake and feed maybe every hour, every couple hours, and then your baby may have a period of 4 or 5 hours where he or she will sleep. And that again will be baby-driven feeds. So you'll be waking your baby up on cue, not waiting for waiting for the crying, and the baby will take one side first, and you want to have the baby on that side until he or she is ready to come off, probably approximately 15 minutes on one side. And then if the baby wants to, you can try burping and then putting her over onto the other side, and she'll finish on that side. Then with the next feed, you would start on the side that the baby finished on.
So how long would she be on this side for?
Until she wants to come off. When she comes off, if she's been on this side for a good portion of time, then you can burp her and see if she'll go to the other side.
And they don't always burp?
No, breastfed babies don't always burp, especially if they haven't been crying. But you still want to try, and often with change of positioning from putting up into her sitting position, she may burp then.
Okay.
Oh, look at her.
Yeah.
She's doing great. On average, a brand new baby will get approximately a teaspoon of milk with each feed. When mums go home, often they just need some reassurance. That's probably the biggest thing. Mums going home, maybe their mother didn't breastfeed, they don't have other friends, and they just aren't sure if they're doing things right. So they need the encouragement. Sometimes that can be done on the phone, or for a support group that can be very beneficial. Other mothers letting them know that, yes, they are doing things right, and yes, they went through the same concerns.
Oh, that hurts a bit, Faye. Can we take them off and try again?
Oh, sure, yes. Just take your pinky finger and put a little pressure at the corner of his mouth, and he'll release the latch. Okay.
Another big issue is sore nipples. If a mom goes home and she's got sore nipples and does not improve the latch, those nipples are not going to improve. So we need to have those moms that are going home with sore nipples to seek help.
That's better.
That's comfortable?
That's much better.
Babies go through growth spurts around 2 to 3 weeks, again at 3 months and 6 months. What will happen is your baby will be feeding very frequently. This is often a time when mom may feel that she doesn't have enough milk, but if the demand is there, the supply will be met.
Your breast milk is the most nutritious food for your baby and is all the food he or she needs for the first few months of life.